We're talking spring sports at Green Bay West High School.
Emily Deem joins us with more. Hi, Em.
Rachel, Pete, we are on the hard court this morning. Take a look. But it's not to play basketball. It's actually to practice softball. Would you believe it? We're at Green Bay West this morning. Take a look at some of the girls behind me. We're practicing indoors because spring is not cooperating. Their field is not ready yet. Josh Murnane's here with me. He's the associate principal and also activities director. You've been going through a rough spring so far. Tell me about that, Josh.
Yeah, it's been a challenge. We've had to reschedule two softball games already. We're hoping we don't have to reschedule anymore. We do have a city track meet coming up that, unless this weather clears up quickly, it's going to be a challenge. We need the snow to melt, we need some warm weather, and it'd be nice to have the sun out too.
Yeah, it's not just softball. You know, there's a lot of spring activities that are, dealing with this weather right now.
Yep, absolutely. All of our sports teams right now are practicing indoors. We have our two gyms booked up from after school starting at 3 o'clock, and they're booked up to 8, 9 o'clock at night, every night except Wednesday. And it's been a challenge. The students are ready to get outside and practice on their own fields and get outdoors.
Wow. Well, they're doing good this morning. Let's go over here and talk to Casey Torp. Casey is the head coach for the JV team. Casey, can you just tell us what you're working on right now with some of the girls?
Yeah, what we're doing here is a soft toss drill. Besides being in the batting cage, this is really the only other batting practice that we can do indoors. And we've come across a lot of difficult situations this season, obviously being indoors. We have a lot of players that have only played 1 or 2 years, so trying to teach them realistic softball situations on this hard floor has been extremely difficult.
And if we can talk about the drill that's actually going on behind us now, over off into the distance, because you've actually had to walk to measure it, right? The floor over here, it's not the same as the field.
Right, we're not able to obviously mark out the field on the hardwood floor, so every day when we come to practice, we count out the paces to where the pitcher's supposed to be, and we have to count out the paces for each of the bases. So what they're doing here is the pitcher is just taking some pitches to the catcher, and they're practicing throwdowns to second. Obviously, the distance, we can measure out the distance accurately, but as far as making plays and practicing with realistic batters and sliding, obviously we can't do that on the hardwood floor.
How ready are you to get outdoors?
So ready, beyond ready.
Well, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you.
And coming up later this morning, we're going to be with some other spring teams too. You won't want to miss it. We'll send